afternoon, everyone. My name is Sagri. I am the general manager here at Streamline. I have been in the vacation rental industry for about 18 years, and I'm very proud of being part of this industry and what it represents. Let's get started. Streamline One is really a new chapter in excellence for Streamline. The concept of Streamline One is simple. It's about partnership, collaboration, and simplification. It is about providing you with all the solutions and offerings under one roof that you need to run your business instead of wrestling with your tech stack. We introduced the concept of a Streamline One at our annual summit back in September, for some of you that I know were there, and also at VRMA International in Orlando. Since then, it has continued to evolve, and we're excited to share today the direction that we're going towards. There are a lot of benefits to Streamline One, very clear and tangible benefits. A Streamline One provides exclusive capabilities, features, and products that we're able to offer you because we have unique and innovative partners that are part of our ecosystem under Streamline One. One example will be our industry-leading product, RevMax, which is our revenue management solution. Streamline One provides the property manager with seamless integrations. Our integrations capabilities are really endless because of the robust API connection that we have built at Streamline. We have received numerous awards and acknowledgments throughout the years from industry partners like VRBO, Airbnb, Booking.com, as well as building many, many other strong relationships to really fulfill your needs at every level. Streamline One is really all about innovation. It's about having the best-in-class innovators in-house as partners that are constantly collaborating and thinking about solutions that will make a difference to all of you now and in the future. Under Streamline One, we have the ability to share development resources so we can provide higher sprint and development velocity and release features and products at a faster rate, but also, and most importantly, enhance and optimize your day-to-day experience with our system and support. Under Streamline One, we are constantly sharing best practices. We're elevating our knowledge to bring you the latest and greatest possibilities to better your business every single day. We collaborate and discuss roadmaps with all our ecosystem partners. Roadmaps that are aligned with industry trends and intense market research and analysis with always the property manager needs in mind. I'm going to pass it on to Brian Boyce right now.
Great. Thank you, Sagri. And hello, everybody. I'm super excited about Streamline One. I think I've, probably met some of you before and at different trade shows and things. I've been in the industry since 2006. And I'm really excited about Streamline One because we are delivering what professional enterprise level vacation rental managers need and want to run a growing and successful property management business. And I think that starts with, Sagri mentioned it, but first you want seamless integrations between all of the different software and services that your company uses. Yes, that does start with property management, but it quickly extends out to lots of different pieces of your business as a property manager. Secondly, you want teams that are working on those different systems to talk together when it comes to things like adding new functionality or even helping you through issues and questions. And then I think lastly, you want a simplified way to pay for it without getting lots of different invoices from different vendors with different payment terms. So for us, Streamline One is really all about flexibility, it's about power, and it's about simplicity for enterprise growing property managers. So who's it for? Streamline One can be used if you're a small property manager, but really the power in the system really starts to take flight when you're an established, growing, complex property manager managing lots of different homes. When that occurs, or when you're that sort of a property manager, professional property manager, you do actually need a best of breed technology stack to run your business. You can't really afford to have sort of lightweight payment processing or sort of an okay website. You need all of that power to help you run your business. And as I mentioned, yeah, you can take advantage of this stuff if you're a smaller property manager, but really, you don't really need super complex revenue management. You might even not care about things like credit card processing or travel insurance or call systems. We can provide you with all of those great services all on one platform, but still give you the flexibility to work with folks that you'd like to. So let me tell you a little bit about the 9 areas of excellence that Streamline is built on. Justin's going to go into these in much more detail, but I want to kind of provide you with sort of the broad strokes of what this looks like. So again, it starts in the middle with your property management system. That is your system of record. That's your system of truth. You have all of your data inside there when it comes to guests, check-in, check-out, owner information, accounting, reservations, all of that. But again, it quickly spreads if you're an established property manager to lots of different areas like mobile access, like insurance, like call solutions, being able to track those, training, getting your staff to understand how to use all these different parts and pieces of the system, payments and guest verification, revenue management, client relationship management or customer relationship management, CRM, and homeowner acquisition. And then finally, websites and marketing. Most property managers, they try to stitch this kind of Frankenstein model together by working with vendors that really don't talk together. They're not on the same teams because they're separate companies. And that does mean separate proposals, separate functionality that may or not play nice with the other systems that you use, again, because they're separate companies, different invoices, different payment terms. And then again, as I mentioned, totally different support teams. With Streamline One, we allow you to spend more time growing your business and less time wrestling with your tech stack because all of this stuff works elegantly together with the same support teams and the same technology stacks. Again, allowing you flexibility to work with who you want and when you want. But when you work with us with a lot of these different aspects, we're really making it much more simplified and much more powerful. Now I'd like to pass it over to Justin, and he's going to dive into some of these different areas of excellence in a little bit more detail. Justin.
Thank you, Brian. My name is Justin Dahl. So I have been with Streamline for over 13 years now in support, product, and operations. I was actually here long before we were known as Streamline and have been fortunate to watch our product and our team grow throughout the years. We're very excited about Streamline One as it continues to evolve and as we work to fine-tune some of the processes and the changes that are mentioned here today. The core of Streamline One is the product itself. So as Brian mentioned, I'm going to elaborate on the 9 areas that Brian just touched on. And I think it's best if we start with the Streamline system. So, Streamline, the property management software as it sits, is the central hub that really ties everything together. Within it lives functions like property care, which includes our housekeeping and maintenance modules. There's trust accounting suite, our mobile apps that are developed in-house, robust reports, a lot of communication and automation tools, right? And so much more that I'm going to touch on over the next few slides. I think it's important to know that each Streamline system is tailored to meet the needs of our clients by utilizing thousands of variables and configurations. And many of these are now available directly to our clients so they can kind of pick and choose what functions make the most sense for their operations. Let's jump right into the CRM and the homeowner acquisition tool. So Streamline's CRM and homeowner acquisition tools allow you to manage current and prospective guests and owners with ease. All communications, ideally are handled within Streamline. We do this by utilizing custom triggers, dynamic tags, and it allows us to send many types of communications out of the system. These communications include electronic signature or e-sign contracts. They include basic documents, simple ones such as check-in and check-out instructions, notifications letting your guests know that the unit's ready for check-in after a housekeeper's been through, owner notifications, whether it's sharing work orders that have been completed, or maybe they got a new booking and you want to excite them and send them a booking notification, right? All of that communication, including vendor communication, can be handled within Streamline. And that's the ideal way for you to do it, to have it in one place. Furthermore, when you utilize these functions, both our CRM and the homeowner acquisition tool, they give you access to manage your leads with pipelines, unique reporting, custom triggers that allow you to automate, whether it's drip marketing or just some touch bases with them to try and get them interested. So it really helps you manage the process and convert leads, whether they're homeowner leads or guest leads. Next, we talk about revenue management. So revenue management is powered by RevMax, okay? And so RevMax provides 5 very powerful pricing tools that drive bookings and maximize occupancy. These dynamic pricing feeds, they feed, obviously within Streamline. They also feed to your websites and to all of the OTAs that you integrate with, so long as they support those pricing functions. RevMax leverages, powerful data sets to provide the best in business and intelligence and analytics. And what's really great about RevMax is, they give you different options. A lot of what we talk about is scaling. Some of you start small and then you grow quickly, and we can handle that. And with RevMax tools, you can choose between using efficiency tools if you have revenue managers on your team that are familiar with those processes, or you can opt in for a full-on consulting, full service consulting that they can provide. So again, they give you a lot of different options to really help you boost and drive bookings, and especially direct bookings as well. So next we'll talk about payments and guest verification. So we utilize Lynbrook's powerful processing technology, and it helps us manage payments from guests all the way to owners and to vendors. And what's great about these is, because we integrate directly with them, we're allowed to offer homeowner payments or vendor payments utilizing ACH, checkbook, or simple Nacha files. Lynbrook's really ahead of the curve on getting involved in helping you mitigate chargebacks. And so they're doing this by offering guest verification, and they'll continue to expand upon that functionality moving forward. Another great function about Lynbrook is the fact that they allow you to do auto bank reconciliations. So you can imagine your accounting or your accounting teams fumbling through your deposits from your bank and then what's showing in your system. Well, we have a way to automate that. So it just basically happens for you, and you save a lot of time in that space. And then we talk a lot about innovation, right? We continue the spirit of innovation and changing and adapting. And Lynbrook has also introduced mobile wallets, which takes us into the future in terms of offering payment solutions like PayPal or Venmo and others as they come forward. So we really want to make sure that people have access to the technology on the go, which really leads us into the next component that I'm going to talk about, which is our mobile apps. Again, I mentioned business is done on the go. We're all moving and grooving throughout the day, and having technology and access to what we need, through our phones is very important. So what's nice about the mobile apps that Streamline One provides is these are built and supported in-house, right? So if there are ever issues or anything comes up, or you need, you want something done, we manage it, right? You don't have to go to a third-party vendor to try and figure out what needs to be done. It's done in-house, so we support and develop all of our apps. These apps include property care. So property care is essentially what we tie into our housekeeping and maintenance areas. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to perform these duties for your technicians or your field operators out in the field. They're able to receive real-time updates, to communicate, to find information about the unit, so they're not trying to track you down, or management or dispatch to get that information. It's all there for them. We have a very sleek owner app. So again, this provides basic reporting for your owners. It gives them booking capabilities if you want to offer that to them. So, if you want them to book their own blocks, or if you want to allow them to book friends, you can do that. It also provides 1099 and owner statements, as well as other options for them that again, it's very important for them to have this at their fingertips, so that it leaves less of that contact necessary to find this information directly from you. And finally, we have our guest app, which is what we call Happy Stays. And this is an app that provides really all the relevant information that a guest may need, including, things like property access or door codes, any documents that they may need. It provides payment options, right? So if they want to, go in and make an additional payment or their final payment, They can even share their reservations with friends so that they too can contribute or make payments. It helps you build your guest database out. So it's a really sleek function that guests have as well. So let's move on. We'll talk about websites and marketing. So our digital division has years of experience building some of the highest performing sites in the industry. These solutions include out-of-the-box websites utilizing conversion-friendly templates, up to fully customized sites utilizing our API, right? There's a ton of functionality. Our API is very robust. So you can basically build whatever you want in a custom site as well with these teams. The digital marketing teams can also assist with SEO, pay-per-click campaigns, digital flyers or brochures, emailers. They're there to assist with any campaigns that you're looking to help, to utilize to help you grow. And finally, we offer StreamShare. StreamShare is allows you to expand your inventory offerings really by tapping into other vacation rental managers like yourselves who are looking for more exposure and more bookings, right? So you get to review other inventory, learn about different managers, see who's willing to share their inventory, allow you to put it in yours. In some cases, it makes you look larger, or it just helps you, fill in the gaps for guests where you may not have inventory. So it's a really great offering to, basically look larger and be bigger within Streamline. All right, so next let's talk about insurance. So insurance is powered by Rental Guardian. It's a fully API integrated offering, and it's great because it allows you to customize solutions that protect, your owners, your guests, and ultimately yourselves, right? Because we're fully integrated, it means policies are passed automatically. A lot of the reporting functionality that's necessary happens automatically so that you're not kind of fumbling around figuring out which policies were passed and when reservations are canceled, are they triggering the right notifications, et cetera. So being integrated with that allows you to utilize a number of their different offerings, whether it's trip insurance, damage protection, et cetera. What's really great about, with this product and Rental Guardian's backing on it is it allows you to assign unique products to different types of inventory, right? Many companies have properties that range from $100,000 to $10 million. And having different levels of insurance is very important, right? I mean, obviously for the time and value savings for them, but it just offers the proper levels of protection for you and your guests. And lastly, what we've leveraged with Rental Guardian is an option called Project Second Look. So this is available to all clients, regardless if they use, Rental Guardian or really whatever insurance offering they use. But it allows us to send out notifications to offer protection to those guests that, maybe previously declined that protection, or maybe they were never offered that protection. So throwing this out there to them, allowing them a second chance to get a look at it and potentially purchase it, it increases your profits, again, while protecting guests and you. So it's a really, really great solution there as well. And then call solutions. So another tool within Streamline One that gives you more tools and more data at your fingertips. Another option, kind of similar to RevMax, where you have different layers that you can, add or utilize with it. If you just want to use texting, you can basically utilize only that portion of it. If you're looking for a complete phone CRM solution, that too is available. But the idea behind the call solutions is to give you that information in pop-ups or as quickly as possible. And these pop-ups include, as you see here in the quick info, whether it's reservation details, balances, in some cases, whether there's open work orders, if it's an owner calling in, maybe owners calling want to know what future bookings look like. We don't want you to have to go in and look up different reports in the system. With these pop-ups, it provides all that relevant information right away. It also allows you to, score the calls, right, with call recording. So you can score these calls. You can drop in on the calls, but, what you're really looking for is to find different ways to help coach your team to improve, how they handle the phones. And also a lot of companies utilize it for incentivizing their agents, to pick up the phone, but to act professionally and handle the calls the way you expect them to. And lastly, with all these different areas, and as complex and as robust as a system like this can be, training is a crucial component to this whole process, right? And understanding the value of Streamline One. So with our training team, right, we offer hands-on training throughout go live with unlimited access to Streamline University, which has hundreds of courses, different, basically lines that take you through a full accounting suite or a full property care course, so that you have and understand how those work. On top of that, we have a knowledge base that has thousands of articles, an extensive knowledge base. These articles are updated daily, as we add new functionality, as we change the UI, UX, anything like that. It requires, efforts to improve that knowledge base. So it's always expanding and it's ever evolving. On top of that, at Streamline, we offer bi-weekly webinars. These provide a mix of both educational and industry learning experiences. So in some cases, we'll have partners come in other cases, our team will present on different topics, whether it's new information or just old, functions that many folks want to know more about. So we offer those bi-weekly and give everybody a chance to hop in and learn more. And finally, we have our yearly Streamline Summit. So this is a time for basically all of our clients, all of our partners to get together, to network, to learn about, where the industry is heading, talk a lot about any of the legislation that's going on. And really, it's how we connect with everybody in the industry to see how they're doing, how they're performing, what's working, and what's not. I might be a little biased, but I think we have the best conference in the industry, and a really great party as well. You can really go ask any of our attendees, and I'm sure they would probably echo the same sentiments there. So, that being said, those 9 areas, I'm going to turn it back over to Brian so he can discuss how these different areas can help you solve some of the pain points that you may find in your current software solution.
Great. Thanks, Justin. And I would echo what you said. I've been to a lot of users conferences for software systems in our industry. Streamline's the best. Hands down. Best food, best people, best place, best everything. So let's talk a little bit about how we can help you. So when you are stitching all of this stuff together, whether it's credit card processing or travel insurance or websites, and you're trying to make it work with your property management system, you have a lot of pain points that come up. And again, Streamline One, we can help you with that. So, it is sort of an all-in-one tech solution. You don't necessarily have to have lots of different things to help run your business for things like property care and guest experience and accounting. We've got it all in one efficient platform. That doesn't mean that you can't work with outside vendors. I want to make that clear. If you want to work with your own website company, great. If you want to work with your own, travel insurance company, great. Streamline is an enterprise solution. We want to make sure that you have that capability. But again, when everything works together with the same teams and the same technology, and people are talking together when it comes to updates and functionality, you're going to get more efficiency, and you're going to be able to maximize your revenue and maximize your efficiency because we built this with property managers in mind. So Justin mentioned a bunch of different areas that we are focused on. This list is going to expand, and we are going to be bringing more products to the market that help sort of build this wheel where everything's integrated and where everything is much easier to operate as an enterprise type established property manager. Next slide. So some of this stuff that I think we can definitely solve and help you with right away is that customer service aspect. Justin mentioned a lot of this, but you don't really want to be passed around from one team to the other, when it comes to helping answer questions that you have. And we can help nail that for you. Secondly, you really, when it comes to trust accounting and specifically vacation rental management, you've got to have financial peace of mind when it comes to your back-end accounting system. We're not a hotel industry. We don't run, car dealerships. Every dollar that you get from a guest needs to be placed in escrow or at least managed from a financial perspective where you know where that money is. And especially if you're in a state like North Carolina or even California, where you've got a little bit more regulation, you want to make sure that those owner statements are accurate, whether you've got 5 properties or 5,000 properties. And companies that use Streamline today have that financial peace of mind. Thirdly, one of the issues that we see with lots of different software systems, and I've seen it in my career, is it's not enough just to say, yep, we integrate with Airbnb. Yep, we integrate with Booking.com. Yep, we integrate with Vrbo. It's how are you performing and how well is that integration built out? And we've got elite and preferred status to reflect that with all of these guys we've built out. We're not owned by any of the OTAs. And so we can really make sure that that process is super smooth and you're maximizing your chances of getting bookings. And not to mention that, you're maximizing the ease of those bookings coming into your system. So when it comes to accounting and guest relationships and emailing the guest and letting them know about all this information about their check-in, we've got all that nailed down. So kind of in conclusion, to wrap this stuff up, I'll sort of give you my elevator pitch on what Streamline One is. It's not a new software system. There's nothing for you to install. If you're a current Streamline user, we're not going to require you to upgrade to anything. But if you're interested in these concepts that can help you through your tangled web of contracts and invoices and trying to talk to different support teams, we can help you manage that with Streamline One. We can deliver, when you're interested, one contract where you don't have to be thinking about, well, how much does this cost? How much does that cost? Doesn't mean one price, but it means it's very simplified in terms of how you're purchasing these different parts of your tech stack. We can provide you with one invoice, and we are working on that. It's something that we're rolling out and will continue to roll out through next year. But again, simplifying that process of, oh, great, here comes 8 different invoices from 8 different vendors with 8 different payment terms, 8 different ways to pay. That's a hassle, and we can help you through that part. And then lastly, I think this is a huge need for most property managers that I know and work with and talk to. You want one throat to choke. You don't want to have to be thrown around department to department to try to figure out how to solve your issue, whether it's a website issue or a listings issue or a travel insurance issue or a software issue from a property management perspective. This doesn't mean that we should give you a dedicated account manager, because candidly, if we did that, that person may not know the answers to your questions. What it means is that wherever you come into our environment, our ecosystem, we are going to handle your issue, your question with real care and not pass you around and not say, go talk to that other team. Sorry, I can't help you anymore. You want your issues and questions resolved quickly. You guys are running 24/7 operations. I get it. You don't have time to wait around. And that's where we can really help with Streamline One. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Sagri to close us out.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brian and Justin. In closing, I just want to say a few last words. Streamline One really, really marks a significant milestone in the vacation rental industry. It really combines the best-in-class industry expertise of amazing innovators under one roof. So we can offer you, the property manager, the technology, and a unified solution that can meet all your needs to grow your business. It's really a leap towards bringing simplicity, collaboration, and innovation all together. I hope that the information on this webinar was very helpful to you. I do see by looking at the participants that we have a lot of existing clients with us here today. And I would like to personally thank you to all our current clients and to all our partners that are on this call for your continuous patronage and support. And for those of you that are not part of the Streamline, we really look forward to exploring partnership opportunities in the future. One last thing, we try to answer as many questions as we could during the Zoom and the Q&A, but the ones that we were not able to get to, we will be getting back to you individually. So I want to thank you for being here. And again, have a happy holidays, everyone.